Earth has a moon, but what if it had two moons? It would look cool, right? Well, not necessarily. Take a look at these beautiful photos of the harvest moon, and imagine looking up at the night sky to see not one, but two full moons. And they're both harvest moons. So, how would this affect our planet? Let's find out. Alright, so first things first. Our single moon is already pretty influential. It controls the tides, stabilizes Earth's tilt, and slows our planet's rotation. So now let's double that effect. Tidal chaos. So we know that the moon's gravitational pull is partly responsible for the tides. But did you know that about 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water? What would happen if there were two moons? They would each exert their own gravitational pull. And because they're both close by, the result would be pretty intense. Some areas of the ocean would experience super high tides, while others would have strange overlapping tidal patterns. Coastal regions would likely flood more often. And marine life that depends on the tides to survive would have to evolve differently or die off. Day and night, without the moon, nights would be darker, and we wouldn't have moonlight illuminating the sky. Animals that are active at night would likely be more active since they would need to rely on moonlight to hunt or navigate. Plants that need darkness to grow might start blooming during the night. But two moons means twice the reflected light. Nights would be much brighter, which could affect the sleep cycles of humans and other animals. During the day, we'd see two shadows cast on the ground, and lunar eclipses would probably become more common. But they'd be pretty chaotic too, since there'd be 4 possible scenarios where Earth casts its shadow on one, both, or parts of both moons. Earth's rotation and seasons. Earth's tilt is what gives us seasons. It's also what keeps our planet from flying off its axis. And our moon helps stabilize that tilt. Without the moon, Earth's wobble could become extreme, leading to crazy summers and winters. Also, the moon slows Earth's rotation, and without it, our days could be longer, much longer. That's because Earth and the moon are orbiting each other. The moon is way smaller than Earth, so it goes around our planet every 27 days. Because of that, Earth's rotation and the moon's orbit are kind of synchronized. Now imagine adding another moon, depending on its size and orbit. This second moon could speed Earth up or slow it down. Moons colliding. If your two moons aren't perfectly aligned, their gravity might eventually force them to collide. And unless they're the same size, the bigger one will swallow the smaller one whole. Then you'll just have one big moon again. But if they were the same size and orbiting perfectly, their gravity would keep them in a stable orbit around Earth. But that's kind of unlikely. Impact on human civilization. Without the moon, there'd be no lunar eclipses, no moonlight to inspire poets, and no rhythm to the tides. Humans would have developed different mythology and stories. Navigation and farming would have been harder. And people probably wouldn't have settled near coasts. With two moons, however, things would be very different. We'd probably still have seasons, but maybe they'd be more extreme. And our planet would have been a little more volatile before the two moons settled into a stable orbit. Also, Earth would have had two nearby stepping stones into space. So, what would be the best-case scenario? If somehow Earth managed to maintain two moons in a stable orbit, nights would be spectacular. We would constantly see a double moon in the sky, but maybe we'd live with a constant sense of unease, wondering if the two moons would eventually collide or throw Earth's climate into total chaos. So, what would happen if Earth had two moons, for starters? The tides would be pretty chaotic. The seasons might become unpredictable, and we'd probably see more lunar eclipses. But that's just the beginning. Click the link on screen now to find out what would happen if Earth had no moon at all.